Yeah, I'm gonna surprise her right now. No, I'd know the sound of those cheeks anywhere. At least it's not. Anyone who's experienced it will tell you that cheating is one of the worst forms of heartbreak. And one of the worst parts of the heartbreak is the surprise. So how do you tell if Tree Trunk Tyrone is playing tonsil hockey and dunking his pucks into the wide ass net of your beloved before it's too late? This video is going to focus on women cheating, even though men cheat more than women.
Stop the cap.
Nah, you right. As a retired professional side nigga, no, my brother. No. Let me put you on game. Women get caught less and manipulate more and better than any man you know. You wanna know how good they are? They manipulate themselves first so that their defenses are impenetrable to logic. You cannot compete with that because they're so locked in, they forget they're lying. Confuse yourself first and the enemy will follow. Sun Tzu's wife. If you're close enough to a woman you're not involved with, they won't admit to cheating because of a phrase the Council of Women agreed was a universal undo button. It didn't count. This is like standing in front of a judge and saying, yes, I beat the ever-living dookie out of that boy, but my heart wasn't in it, so it doesn't count. To them, men and women play by completely different rules. If you breathe the same air that's been inside of a girl, then that means you've been inside of them too, which means you cheated. Obviously, if a girl tries to talk to you, then you should immediately say no. Way she's about to dodge this uppercut from the floor to defend the honor of your beloved. Matter of fact, even if she tries anything, you shouldn't even got it on you like that. But if she only gave him her body and not her mind, whatever the that means, then it's technically not cheating. And there are a million workarounds like this in the scenario. Matter of fact, it's your fault she cheated. They know that for a fact, and they'll work out exactly how later. All they need to do right now is follow rule number 1. Confuse yourself first. Now let's look at some obvious signs that your girl might be cheating. If your girl is in college, is she cheating? No. Because, stupid, despite the propaganda you've been fed, that's not your girl. There's a group of guys that will let you know that's their girl. You just pay for everything. Now if you think your girl is perfect and would never cheat on you, I'd like you to take a second to think. What flavor of dumbass do you think people were that got together with someone they think would cheat? Take your time. I will get back to it. Does she love parties and clubbing? Yes? Then get a gym membership. No pre-workout. Just thoughts about the signs that you saw and ignored. Just thoughts about things you let slide and who's sliding into. Now what about a homebody? Of course you're safe, right? Psych, stupid, lock in and pay attention. You might think you're safe, but homebodies don't even need to leave the house to cheat. They make bro pull up and the stuff is on her bed. I've seen unspeakable things, my brother. Do you know what a blue Boston twisted teabag bomb is? Mr. McStuffins remembers. That's some issue you can't scrub clean. If she's cheated in the past, especially more than once and is willing to admit it without a certain level of disgust in her voice. Of course, this doesn't matter if you're special, because you can change her, my brother. You're the one, and don't let anybody tell you different. You can laugh at these guys who aren't Timothy like you are. Unrelated, there's discounted gym memberships in the description in case you ever come back to this video, but ain't shit funny no more. The type of friend she keeps. Does she have a funny guy friend? The funny is important because as Future Relation says, if you can make her laugh and wheeze, she'll get on her knees. Worse, if he's had a crush on her. Worse, if he's hit before. And the ultimate, if he's an ex. This is not a matter of 1 + 1 of how bad the scenario is. These are multiples by exponents, my brother. Big numbers, stupid. If you ever take a break, just know he gave her a shoulder to put her legs on and charge it to the game. On the other side of the coin, does she have friends, but she's the only good one? No, that's a good one. Because the only joke here is you, Bobo the Bozo. Birds of a feather flock together, and hoes of a clique Love some her friends always have more influence and loyalty to her than you. Before you were even approved, there was a council meeting to determine your fate. They have a whole case file on you, my boy. So if she wants to get a little side dish, not only will they encourage it because it's part of their culture, but they'll help hide it from you too. And that's a group of people that manipulated themselves first. You can't beat the shield. Now, it might be terrifying for you to know how easy it is for someone to cheat, then justify it. And if you really want to know how to prevent getting with someone who would cheat, here's the 3 biggest traits. Because 2 women can be in the same scenario and choose different things if they have different mindsets. So number 1, they seek external validation. This is lacking self-confidence because they'll seek it the second that you're not providing enough for them. And the truth is, there's never enough. You'll gas them up, then they'll think they can find better, and then on to the next. It's a vicious cycle. But hey, they usually end up running into someone like me. And I got you, my boy. And all I ask for my community service is a simple like. They have a lack of boundaries. This has a lot to do with self-control. If they make excuses for everything they do wrong and lack accountability and say ish like, it just happened, while skipping over most of the details that would show you it didn't just happen, then it's a matter of when, not if. Flirting with other guys, letting them think they have a chance, not being able to stand 10 toes down on a no, etc. She's gonna slip one day and land on the guy she told you not to worry about. Trust, and I apologize. They drool over superficial things. This is close to the external validation thing. If their mind is set on shallow things, then to be honest, cheating won't be a big deal if the price is right. And the price might just be your relationship because she sees something she thinks is better. Always remember, your girl is single if the right guy asks at the right time. As a bonus to having the tuck, if there's a guy she says not to worry about but constantly brings him up, he's on her mind. I've been on both sides of this. If she ever says the phrase, I don't want him though, worse, I don't want to like him, or even she hates him, get some barbecue sauce on your ass because you're cooked. Now, while it might be good to know the signs, it's not healthy to be caught up in the idea of them cheating, because at the end of the day, you should be with partners that you can trust, and you should have enough self-worth to walk away if it happens. You can look at things that maybe you could have done better later, but the reason a cheater cheats isn't because you're not good enough, it's because they're a cheater. So take the lessons, but don't put it all on you just because they got the blue Boston twisted teabag bomb put on them. And one last piece of advice. If you've ever been cheated on before, I recommend not telling your new partner, because they'll say they won't do it and then they'll hit you with the remix, or even worse, they'll show you there's levels to this ish. You only heard she got smashed by one guy? Now you got a video of Thomas and friends running that track red, my boy. Comment your worst cheating story and hit that subscribe button to be a little less stupid together.